That's us starting at Mailmore again, then heading up towards Hurds Gap. It's a lot better today than it was the other day. So we'll be heading back up toward the Lake Shannon area. Unbelievable. I've left my power bank at my motorbike, so I have, and I've already been up there. So I've had to run back to the car park here. I'm about halfway back, and I've dumped my backpack up there under a big rock. So I've been running around here for about 15 minutes looking for my backpack. I'm so stupid. I've put it beside a big rock, but I sort of failed to comprehend that everything around here is a freaking big rock. Hey guys, that's us at the stile here between Burna and Mailmore. Sorry, got that the wrong way. Burna, Mailmore. We were here a few days ago. This is what it looked like a few days ago. Okay, I can't. Look at that there. I can't see nothing. Yeah, she's looking a lot better today. So we came from down that way there. So we did, and then we're headed over there, down and across these here. So we'll check back in a few, well, probably about half an hour when we get a bit closer to our destination. I think I'm going to head to Carn first, and then have a look down on Loch Shannon from there, and then make the plan. So I've stopped here for a water break. Here we go. There's Loch Shannon there. Couldn't even see it there last week until we were about 20 metres in front of it. So I'm still heading up here toward Carn. I'm going to need to stop soon and get some water, but I'll see what it's like. There's a couple of midges about, so I might not head down to the loch, because like I said, there's midges even coming around me now. So like I said, I might just get up to Carn and stay here, but I'll need to get water on the way up. So that's us walking up past Lake Shannon now. There it is. There's someone there, you can see it there. So we're just camping in the same spot that I was there last week. It's a nice spot, so it is. They've got there good and early. Fair play to them. Like I say, if I get up to Cairn and I think that there's no midges, I'll be going down, and I'll be staying on the other end. Whew! We're getting there, guys. So we're sort of, there's where we're headed, just up to the top of here. There we are. There we go. There we are at the top. I'm not going to bother walking down. There's Lake Shannon there. There's someone else camping at it. I would be planning to camp at the other side, but I was speaking to a couple of guys there on the way up, and I think that there'll be a lot of midges, and I just don't want to risk it. I can go another time. The views up here are amazing. You can't see it, but there's someone camping just right up there in an orange tent. I'll maybe send some. I'll maybe say hello to them later with smoke signals or something. I brought one of those wee logs with me to make a fire. Right there. That's the drinking water for tonight. It's basically a big puddle, but like I say, I have one of those filter straws, bottles things, so you know, I'll not die. It'll be alright. Hey guys, that's me on the road again. I've been down there and about here for 20 minutes trying to find a flat spot, and I can't find nothing. I'm running out of time. It's 7:15, starting to get real hungry. I've already walked about 9 kilometers, so you know what, screw it. I'm going down to Lake Shannon, where I know that there'll be a good pitch, and if there's midges, I'll just have to suck it up. You know what I mean? I can't stand there about here all night looking for somewhere to put the tent, so I can't. It's nice up here. There's no too much breeze or anything, but I just can't, you know, can't find anywhere where there's just not rocks. So sorry, there was a few places that were nice, but they were all marshy, When you get stood on them with your foot, you could hear the water. So you could. So it's just not. It needs to be dry for a couple of days. So that's a bit of a bummer. But I'm just gonna hit the road here. I'm gonna get down. I had to make a quick decision. So back down we go. Here we are, finally. Back to Lake Shanna. We're at the other end. Last time we were over there. You can see someone, I can see someone you can't. But that's where we just came from. What I had to do was basically walk a kilometre. Whoop. What I had to do was walk a kilometre and a half this way, turn left, walk about 200 metres this way, turn left, and walk about a kilometre and a half back this way. I'm not feeling any midges, so I'm thinking I've got lucky. There's a nice sand here, got the beach to myself. It's been a rough one. There's 13 kilometres done. That's a rough one. That's how you cool off. Oh, water's done. There we are. Hot chocolate, coffee, sugar, and a scoop of Coffee Mate. Make it a wee bit creamy. Oh, water is so refreshing. Oh, that's good, that's good, that's good. Clark moments, folks, not things. There's the tent all set up. I've never set the tent up on sand before. The midges are here. They're eating me alive. I'm stupid. I should have stayed up there when I was up there, but I couldn't find anywhere to pitch. There was the tent's too big. I've ordered a Lanshan 1 because I need a one-man tent. And they seem to be good. They're nice and lightweight, and they're only like 800 grams or a kilo packed or whatever it is. I can use it for a few months. I'll save up and I'll just get something that's more strong. But I think that the Lanshan will be good for me for getting on top of mountain peaks and things, I guess, here. It's really nice around here, but the midges are eating me alive. You can see them. They're even just walking up my arm and everything. They're already in my coffee too. So they get everywhere. I'm gonna drink them, like, I don't care. Free protein. Just gonna walk the rest of this wee beach here. I think I'm gonna finish this coffee off and then I'll get my dinner. I can hear these people over on the outside talking. So it sounds like 2 people, maybe it sounds like a girl. Maybe it's 2 girls and they'll come over. Dinner time. So I've tried these army rations here out the first time. There's a load of midges. So I got the beef burrito style filling with rice. And I'm gonna wash that down with a drink of juice. I've got Coke there, but it's went warm and I've stuck it in the lock. So, but I've all wee things here that I drink. So they're like wee sachets. They do a sport one and they have an energy one, and they have about 60 or 70 different flavours. And you mix them into a ½ litre of water and they make real tasty juice. So I've been buying them for ages. So I'll bring them with me because I don't really like drinking plain water. I don't think it's a wee bit boring. I'm talking about water. The water bottle that I bought last week that I said was good. If you see, can you see? Bust. The guy who sells these here did a YouTube video, and in the video he drove over a forklift to show how durably strong they were. It's lasted me 1 wild camp, so I don't know. I'll need to buy another one. But, you know, I'll get my juice here anyway while I'm waiting for this. We're gonna go with Forest Fruits. If you want to check it out here. Oh. So you have your water, put in the powder, it's 3 grams, 5 grams for the total. And they're actually real cheap as well. They work out only at about maybe 25p each or something, which is really, really cheap. There we go. And I've never tasted this one before, so let's have a go. Tastes exactly how you would expect it to taste. It doesn't taste like diluting juice, it tastes like proper juice. But, right, my dinner's ready, I'm gonna get this ate. Midges are hitting me here, I'm sure you can see. I've found a class seat, but I'll not be dipping my feet because it gets kind of deep. Look at that there. Look at the reflection off the water. Say, I'm still new to this here, and I have no idea what any of them mountains are. I've been up the Mournes, I've been up on the top of Slieve Donard maybe 50 times. There's the tent over there, and then I've had to walk the whole way around here. It's all very, very marshy, very, very crap. But yeah, so I've been up Slieve Donard maybe 50 times, but it's more of a tourist attraction, and I've never sort of ventured out into this here. I don't know why I never have. I'm near 40, you know. Should have done this like 15 years ago. I'm just going to sit here for 5 minutes and enjoy the view. Got back to camp after my walk, and said I need to do a bit of cleaning up, and I haven't even set up my bedding or nothing yet, so I need to get on the ball and get that done. I've a whole bunch of sand into this here to clean it. That's worked really, really well. I can feel it with my hand, but there's nothing, it's washed everything off. Pretty good. So there you go. If you're ever camping on a private beach and you've got access to sand, that's a good way to wash your pan. Got my bedding all set up. I'm sort of laying down. I couldn't be bothered getting back up, to be honest. I feel like going to sleep. But I brought a fire log, and I want to go out and burn it and sit outside until it gets proper dark. I don't want to scud myself here, but there's not that many midges about. Tent's open, got that white light there at the front of the tent. There's only a couple flying around in front of it. If we get real lucky, whenever we wake up tomorrow morning, that'll be the view. Right. Oh, time to get up, go outside. There we go, supper time. I'm not full from dinner, but dinner was delicious. Those army ration, that was very, very nice. It tasted exactly like chili con carne. And it wasn't spicy, but it sort of warmed your mouth a wee bit. It was perfect. I'll definitely buy those again. My only complaint is they were too small. I've decided to change places because the wind is going this way, and the smoke was blowing in my face. So I'm going to chill here for a few minutes, and I'm going to get my chicken soup and a couple of pepperonis. I wouldn't mind my Coke, to be honest, but it's in the lock. I'm lazy to go in and get it. I don't want to get my feet wet. Well, that's it. Pretty much all of the daylight is now gone. Right, that's me getting a cup of water just to put the fire out. I've been standing here with my, just in complete darkness, to be honest, for a couple of minutes, stargazing. It's really nice. So the wee fire log has done real well. The time now is 11:45, so it's done real well. I don't know how long it's been lit for, but it's definitely done its job. So I'll tidy this up proper in the morning, but for now I'll just... That almost didn't work. You know what? Or maybe, yeah. Right, that's definitely out. Time for bed. Right guys, just gone 5 to 12. I'm in bed, time to go to sleep. I've definitely got lucky here tonight. You know, the midges all went away, the weather's been perfect. So hopefully when I wake up in the morning, we'll have a nice clear, no fog, and we'll get back home nice and safe. But here I'm noticing that, see the sand? The sand is actually a lot harder than grass, and it's a lot colder as well. But you know, overall it's still not too bad in here. So I'll see you in the morning, guys. Morning, guys. Time's just gone past 8:15. I was supposed to get up at 6. My alarm went off at 6, but fell asleep again. Woke up at 8 o'clock. It's a bit misty. It's not as bad as it was there last week, but it's still misty. So I think I'm just gonna get something to eat, get a cup of coffee, get packed up, and then start walking home. It's gonna be about 8-9 kilometers to get back home, so it's gonna be an hour and a half probably before I'm heading, before I get my breakfast, get all packed up and all the rest. So hopefully this will clear up a wee bit. So time for some breakfast. So that's it, breakfast on. I've got one of these things here. It's a coffee oaty dessert, but I'm eating it for breakfast. It doesn't look too good, to be honest. I mean, it looks good, it smells okay, but there's raisins in it. I don't like raisins. So I've got that. I've got my coffee. And Jermaine last night, the way I said that I felt like the ground was very cold and hard. I woke up there this morning and my mirror mat is about 20% inflated, so I must have a really slow puncher. So I'll need to get that fixed. That's why it was it was hard and cold. So I'm half packed up here, and I'm just gonna get this here and then pack up the rest and hit the road. I don't know if it's gonna clear up this mist or not, but shouldn't be too bad. It doesn't look as bad as the other day anyway, and the weather's a lot better. So we'll get our breakfast here. I don't really know how much water to put in this thing. It says 150 mils, but there's just, you can see there it's just got like random numbers on the, well, you know, numbers on the inside. So I'm gonna guess that each number is 50 mils, and pour up the number 3, because it says you need about 150 mil. So all right, so that's what's for breakfast. Yum yum, huh? We'll close it up and leave it for 3-4 minutes and then see what it looks like. At least I've got a nice coffee. Alright, let's give this a taste. It's not bad. I'm not going to eat that there. I think I'll just stick with the porridge oats from now on. I'm not going to eat that. No, I'm just going to take my coffee. It sort of cleared up a wee tiny bit there. You can see it there. Oh, not very nice. That's us all packed up now. It's good fun putting the tent away in the sand. It's all over the place. There's where we were relaxing last night and had a fire, no trace, threw the rocks and stuff away. And look how lucky we got. There's Kern Mountain up there. We're very lucky to come down here. Turned out to be really good. Right, that's us on the road. Goodbye, private beach. I'll probably not take too much footage on the way home because it's misty and you can't really see anything. It cleared up there for maybe 5 minutes and I could see that the ones camping on the other side, they're still there. I can't see them now, but they were still there. So the time has just gone 9:45. So it's took me just over an hour and a half from I woke up to get something to eat. Well, sort of something to eat. A cup of coffee and packed up, which is pretty good going. So I say I'm gonna get back home here, and I might take some footage, I might not, and if I don't, I'll see you at the car park. I'm sort of just walking here. I've seen this wee house. I know this is beside Lake Shanna. I've seen other people camp here before, but somebody's gear's in here. I think it's a bit weird. Maybe somebody's went. Oh, there's a wee doggy. Alright, I was wondering whose gear that was. Hey guys, that's me back to Millmore Lodge. So it turns out that the guy who was the owner of all that equipment, so he was out doing a wild camp and he was heading back to here as well, so we'll walk back together. His name was Darren, real nice guy, a couple of real good stories to share. So we got lucky there last night with the midgies. But listen guys, thanks for watching. It's been an amazing camp. We'll get back for another one, so